Good morning. Hello and welcome again to Northfield and another HEMS flight with Heliops DK and the Hero app. Interesting fact I learnt the other day, the HEMS pilots for EHAT, Essex and Herts Air Ambulance, the livery that we're flying today, they actually start work at 9 o'clock in the morning, so we're almost there in real life. Alright, let's jump in the aircraft and we'll get going. So if we get the cars client up on the screen as well, there we go. So we're going to jump straight in with HEMS operations. Let's go medium this morning. While that's playing, we'll get going with everything else. So battery on engage. So let's change my settings on that.
There was an arm trapped in machinery. Flight heading 173 degrees 4 on 2 minutes.
So a bit of a long trek this morning. Let's have a look over here. So we're heading almost due south, just skirting the edge of the London controlled zone, which is good. That certainly makes life a little bit easier. Okie dokie. Right, so battery master switch is on. Let's just check the fire extinguisher.
Fire. Engine 1 fire.
It's doing what we expect it to do. Oh, hang on. Fire. Pot 1, pot 2. That's okay. Fire bot 1, bot 2, and then we go to
Fire.
external. We can hear the audio. That looks all good, right?
Fire. Engine 2 fire.
Ah!
Fire. Audio check.
Right, lamp test. We've heard the audio check. That is all the lights coming on, including the train light and marker DME1, DME2, FMS1, FMS2. That is all good. So let's check battery voltage greater than 23.5 volts, which it is. Weight we know has already been set in the ACARS client, you can see that down there. Power test okay. So QNH this morning is 1024. So set that slip barrow. Spin, spin, spin. Spin it around. So 1024 there. One zero two four over here as well. There we go. Okay, external lights, anti-collision. Turn those ones on. Prime pump 1, prime pump 2, and then we can switch engine 1 to idle. Down, dun, 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 dun. So we can see N1 is increasing. TOT, N2, NR, they are also increasing. See, startup test, hydraulic pressure is increasing. Start is now extinguished, idle's appeared, N1 is around about 78%. So we'll go ahead and start engine 2. So again, monitoring the same things. N1 monitor is increasing. TOT is increasing. N2 is also increasing. Hydraulic pressure is slowly starting to come up there. And oil pressure has settled at around 2 bar. Then we go on to idle once we've hit around 78% of N1. Let's just acknowledge those messes. Right, hydraulic test set to system 1, and we should see hydraulic pressure 2 has dropped. Got low pressure, hydraulic 2, and then let's check the pedals. Cyclic, collective, excellent. Right, let's go switch to test hydraulic system number 2. So that's dropped, we got low pressure and TR shutoff. So again, check the pedals. Cyclic and collective. That is all good. Let's put that back to normal functioning. So, engine start. We are going to put pitot heat on. AVIO master, avionics master 1 and 2. Standby battery on. LVAX. We're going to set to pill. Pumps off. Transfer pumps on. External lights, so position lights, strobe lights. Emergency exit to arm. Ventilation check, the collective is fully down, which it is. Test switch to lamp. We'll check Marker, DME1, DME2, FMS1, FMS2, lights are all correct. Test switch to P flight. So P flight test we can see there. I'll just wait for that to clear. Do. Pre-flight test is okay. Let's come back a bit here. So AP back up on. There we have our 3 green squares. Okie dokie. Morning Delta tries, thanks for that, it's very kind of you to say. Naturally I'm a big fan of the app, having written a lot of it. Okay, so we've gone through the pre-flight procedures. Let's go put the engines into flight mode. Yes, we will get NPAS as well. We've started very slowly doing some development on that. It's going to take a little while to get the NPAS stuff up and running, but yes, it is is it the next major? I think that's going to be the next major update. Probably early 2022, I think. Right, let's go into a little bit of a hover. Just talk over myself. Ooh. A little bit twitchy this morning. Oh, very nice.
100 feet.
Okay, I'm not entirely clocked which way the wind's going. Easy. Let's go for a straight out departure, why not?
Flight heading 173 degrees 463 minutes.
Why not? Right, 173, and then oh, look at that haze. That is looking quite nice. 173, set altitude to 1,000 feet.
74 degrees 421 minutes.
And then we'll just run a few other quick bits and pieces. So let's set our transponder to, oh, missed one out there, 0020.
Maximum speed.
We'll try not to break the helicopter straight away this morning. Oh. Pay attention, don't get distracted. What I quite like, besides me getting completely distracted, is the Akars app has told me that I landed in the wrong location, which is quite a accurate, quite an accurate statement. Right, we won't go through the full startup thing again. We'll just jump straight in, and this time I shall try not to get completely distracted on takeoff. Oh dear, my like. While that's starting up, we'll just get rid of this lovely trap. There we go. Dee dee dee. Dee 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 dee. Why are they both different? There we go. Right, let's try not to get completely distracted this time round. Let's see where we're going. Right, we're heading out to the west this time. I'll bring up the there we go. So we're head. Sorry, not the west. Well, navigate. We're going to go to the east.
We've been called to a 25-year-old male. Stopped breathing. Flight heading 93 degrees. 48 minutes.
That is generally not great if you stop breathing. Let's get the client up on the window so we can see what we're doing. There we go. Nara sock and diesel. Let's think about getting going. Seem to be. This is me trying to rush things. Here we go.
Flight heading 93 degrees.
Right, let's get off and clear, up to altitude, then we can fiddle about with some bits and pieces.
Right, now fly heading 93 degrees, 48 minutes.
Right, I think that is us safely up in the air this time. Ah. Right, let's sort some bits and pieces out, which we never quite got around to doing last time. VMS, nav. I was going to try and... that was it. System, backlight. Turn that up because I can't actually see it at all. Okie dokie, so this morning we are flying in the H145 again. We've just downloaded the latest development build, which is 121. And other than my very poor attempt at starting to fly, it's it started off all right. So we are on VATSIM this morning. Again, there's not really any controllers around anywhere. Apart from Heathrow. Heathrow is online. That's the vPilot client there, so we can see Heathrow Tower is online, but we are going in the opposite direction. Which is all very exciting. What I was going to do was just try and stick in where we're going. So this is the GTN 750. This is the Pro version. Alright, 92 degrees for 20 nautical miles from Echo Golf Sierra X-Ray. Let's just call this point A. Yeah. So we're not actually a million miles away But you know, we know the rough bearing that we were heading on, so we could definitely get airborne a little bit quicker, and then we can use the flight computer. Echo Golf Sierra X-ray, just to kind of refine that a little bit. Once it loads up, here we go. So we want to activate that leg. There we go. Oh, we see some traffic. Let's see, there is a little bit of traffic about. Not an awful lot. So let's come up here, change to GPS navigation. So a very slight little change, 5.8 nautical miles to run.
Flight heading 93 degrees 42 minutes.
We've just dropped down to 1500 feet. And we should bleed that speed off in just a second once we level out. Bar we go.
Right, now fly heading 94 degrees 41 minutes.
So we're getting close to being on scene, so if we just start easing down on the collective. And we have got to go down through the cloud, which
Right, now fly heading 96 degrees 41 minutes.
never a good thing to do in a heli,
Looks like
really.
I'm seen overhead.
Maximum speed. Sync rate.
Right, let's see. Should be an ambo on scene. Let's have a look, see if we can find it.
Right. Let's try and bleed off some speed here as we're going far too quickly. Oh, there's an ambulance. There's an ambulance. And the police, which makes you wonder what a 25-year-old male was
Right, now fly heading 354
doing in the middle of the field.
40 minutes.
So here we go. Bringing the speed back.
Right, now fly heading 99 degrees 43
No, I can't, because the same thing has happened again. Oh, we're not having a good morning of flying, are we? I know Mr. Cause is going to be giving me grief for my somewhat lamentable landing skills. There we go. Let's do a time warp again. Right, I'm not quite sure what he's doing walking through the aircraft. 168 for 27. Clicking through this. There we go.
House fire with persons reported. Flight heading 168 degrees for 11 minutes.
168 degrees. Get out of it, boy. Again, as always, if you're trying to learn how to fly by watching this stream, you are looking at the completely wrong stream in order to teach you that I am not a fantastic pilot. Particularly since they've brought in the new bits and pieces. But you know, we're getting there. Someone's blipping on the screen. So we're going sort of southish again, just outside the London TMA, which is good. 168 degrees for 27 nautical miles. Okie dokie, flight plan, en route waypoint, user point, and hey. Activate that leg, let's bring up the map there. Do 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 do. It's a bit keen, isn't it?
Let's think about getting going. Seem to be
Alright, let's get some forward momentum.
right. Now fly heading 168 degrees for 5 minutes.
Dee 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 dee. Right.
171 degrees for 14 minutes.
Right, third time's a charm, surely. Surely! Ooh. There's quite a bit of traffic about all of a sudden. Well, I think most of that is going to be on the ground at Heathrow.
Degrees for 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's not looking too bad out there. Let's just have a quick look. So we're up towards the top of the map. So we should be kind of
heading 169 degrees for 10 minutes.
So we should kind of just be skirting the edge of the London TMA.
Sync rate.
Right, now fly heading
Not like going
8 degrees for
over
10
speed.
minutes.
It's this lovely low-hanging cloud everywhere. Right, I think we'll have to, let's just come up a couple of hundred feet, 1,500 feet, just as we're passing the edge of the London TMA, and then what have we got? 12.2 miles to run, so yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too shabby. So yes, High Performance Group have definitely upped their game with the putting the vortex stated in the helicopters. I did try and do some practice yesterday, and we've seen how well that's gone this morning. Oh dear. It does add a completely different level to flying H145 and making sure that your piloting skills are properly up there. I should add I'm flying in the advanced mode. Run before you can walk springs to mind. There's a little plane going over there. I'm pretty sure that's that one that's going over, because that's probably a little bit too close. Yeah. That's London over there. We're flying under the flight path for, oh wow, look at that. Just see where are we? Just see the shard poking through there, along with City of London. And see, we're just passing under the start of the flight path for London City Airport. That was a bit too much, wasn't it?
Down
Right, so we're going to be coming close to coming into land at some point in the not too distant future. Well, what? 1.5 nautical miles away. Now we'll just start losing a bit of altitude, I think.
Flight heading 169 degrees, 46 minutes.
I don't think 6 minutes is strictly accurate, but we had dropped our speed right down. I completely misread that. No, it says 0.8 of a mile.
Flight heading 170 degrees, 44 minutes.
Right, you may not quite be able to see it on the FND.
Right, now flight heading 172 degrees, 44 minutes.
Right, let's continue losing some altitude here. Still no traffic to affect.
Flight heading 172 degrees, 44 minutes.
Let's have a look. 172. There we go. So I think we're going a little bit overcautious on this this particular approach.
Right, now flight heading 173 degrees, 44 minutes.
So we are essentially operating in uncontrolled airspace. Now we're well below the reporting altitude, not that we're anywhere near any actual controllers. Oh. What, are we going to lose it there again?
Flight heading 174 degrees, 43 minutes.
Oh no, they're going to be in that cloud, aren't they? Oh yeah. dropped away a bit.
Looks like we're on scene overhead.
There was a big hole in
we
the
should
ground.
just about be there. Should be a fairly significant emergency services presence, so let's have a look for the blue flashing lights and see where we can land.
Oh, there we can just see him through the cloud.
Flight heading 213 degrees 40 minutes.
There we go. Ooh. I think what we're learning here is I shouldn't really land. Shouldn't be landing aircraft.
Right, now fly heading 231 degrees 41 minutes.
I think the important thing here is we can actually see the scenery. Which is looking rather spectacular through the mist.
Right, now fly heading 225 degrees 40 minutes.
Here we go. Let's try not to vortex it out this time. I suppose that'll do.
Flight heading 221 degrees 40 minutes.
It's like staring into the abyss.
let's have a look, see what we can find. Can you open up side
Not
doors?
entirely sure what happened there. But we are down. Right, looks like we'll be here for a little bit of time, so... Oh. Think I broke it. Let's turn some of these off. Don't do it! Right, let's see if we can get this running again. Anti-collision. Prime 1, Prime 2. And then take the rotor brake off. And one is coming up. Hydraulic pressure is coming up. Oil oil pressure is very slowly coming up, very, very slowly. There we go. Minutes to push. That gave us something to do for a bit of time, didn't it? Fix everything. Q&H is slightly different over here. Okie dokie. Don't appear to be spinning up properly. Let's drop back down to idle. Oop. There's a lot of emergency vehicles here. genuinely am not sure why it did that this time. What can you do? I'm just curious to see exactly which version we're... Ah, there is a newer build since we did this one. Let's get that one downloaded. And then we'll load back into Flight Sim. And we'll try that again, hopefully in no more than a few minutes. He says, yeah, I literally downloaded build 120. So I'm using add-on linker. See if I can find it. Sorry, I'm not very good at singing. Okay, manage add-ons. So at least in the last one we did see some scenery. Quite like this track. Mr. Smith, The Getaway. Sounds even better when I don't sing all over it. Let's get this loaded, hopefully. Clearly I'm running the Steam version of Flight Sim. Other platforms are available from your local retailer. We'll just get that right out there. While we're waiting for Flight Sim to decide if it would actually like to run or not. Which hopefully it will. Hey, we're getting there. Oop. Bleh. Let's just mute that one. It's having a little bit of an issue getting started. We'll listen to Hey, Flight Sim is it's loading in the background. We can chat around the app for a little bit. Well, really pleased with where the app's at. I've got some more bits and pieces that we'd like to do. I mean, coming up we've got police operations will be along the way. Doing a little bit of work with HPG just to see if we can get the app integrated into into the 145, maybe even 135. That'd be quite exciting if we're able to do that. It's quite a bit of work that we have to do to get that working. That's currently what we're looking at, as well as ironing out a couple of little niggly bugs, and then we'll be moving on to police operations, which will be looking forward to that as well. I'm just quite excited with where the app's going. They've got a fantastic bunch of testers over on the Discord channel. Who own this. Quite simply, we wouldn't be where we are right now without them. And I suppose I know I mentioned him a lot, but Steve, 68 Pony GT, and his scenery, which we saw in the last flight just now. Unfortunately, we didn't see it in too much detail, but the majority of that is all his work. And then some lovely scenery, lovely liveries from Damo. And then not forgetting all the aircraft maker themselves, so the High Performance Group H145 team, who have made a seemingly impossible thing, helicopter flight, possible in Flight Simulator. Sorry, we're just holding on this screen just while Flight Sim is loading in. So we are getting there. Here we go. Well, hopefully. Hopefully, he says. Hopefully. Will it be loaded by the time this track finishes again? I don't know. I wouldn't hold your breath on that one, really. Oh, that's not bad timing, was it? Let's try. Oh, hello everyone. I'm just gonna hide up here in the corner just a little bit. Let's turn on some Flight Simulator sounds. There we go. Alright, we'll do a quick cheat starting up. And we'll see if we can actually get this doing what it's meant to be doing this time round. But well, I was there. Oh, that's far too big. Da, 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 da. What I really need is... Hang on a second. This is very professional. We're gonna figure it out. Figuring it out as we're going along this morning. Oh dear. What are we after? We're after that. That's going to come in very big, and we can shrink that down into the corner there. Hopefully, that's a good size for everyone. And we'll get this all loaded up, and we'll get going. I hope. It can't be any worse than the last 3 attempts, can it? We'll at least try to get on scene this time. See where we're going. Hadlow in Kent. What are we going to?
There was an armed trapped in machinery. Flight heading 165 degrees.
Sounds like a lot of fun, does it?
2 minutes.
Right. Let's just get straight up in the air.
Right, good morning.
Good morning.
100 feet.
Alright, let's get a bit of full momentum here.
Right, now fly heading 165 degrees. 461 minutes.
165 degrees, 61 minutes. Let's turn this way. Oh, 165. And we'll set our altitude to about 2,000 feet, I think. That'll do. I will add got the H145 plugin for the Stream Deck XL. Which I quite like. I think that's quite good. It's by 5 beds. It's done a very, very nice job of it. Let's just bring that speed down a little bit. There we go. Happy days. So this time we're mostly just concentrating on actually getting to the crash site, or the incident site. It's not a crash this time, is it? And kind of taking it from there. I don't know if you can see on the Acars client, our What 3 Words location is Loost Vandalism Tribune. But hopefully we'll get there reasonably sharpish. We seem to be on the right heading for this. Let's quickly bring up Sky Vector.
Flight heading 167 degrees for 10 minutes.
CZ, that's kind of where we're heading. It's kind of where we've headed before. So yeah, nothing overly exciting on that. Just gonna have a look and see if anyone else is
6-7 degrees for 10
up and
minutes.
flying this morning. Oh yeah, so we've got a few people up and about. If we have a look on pilot.vhems.uk, you can see we've got 3 flights currently ongoing. We have one down, flying upside down in London.
7 degrees for 9 minutes.
Probably need to pay attention to where we're flying. 167, there we go. Well, I'd quite like to have an overlay of the Stream Deck so you can kind of see what's going on there. I don't know if we can do that. Let's see if we can do it. This could all go horribly wrong. So we'll give it a go. Well, that kind of does it, doesn't it? Kind of see where we're going with it. Let's just pop a filter on that. Oh. 0, right, 100. There we go, that's a little bit better. So that's what we can see on the Stream Deck. As we're flying along, we're on the autopilot page at the moment. So we've got a little bit of time left to run. Probably look to start dropping the altitude in a minute. Pad that out a smidge. There we go. So yeah, as you can see the stream deck up there, it is quite a nice app. So oh, the one on the website, is that Duke? That is, hang on, I've lost me browser. Let's drop out of that and we'll go. So it's just on the pilot.vhems.uk, and you can just if you scroll down the main page, which normally brings you in here, you can see the live tracking just down the bottom there, which is quite nice to have a look at when you've got quite a few. I think we're up to eight concurrent flights at one point yesterday, which was that was quite cool. Yeah, no worries. So jumping back in, I'm not entirely sure where we are in the grand scheme of where we're flying. I did some very poor flight planning on this one. So we kind of try and do a horse stable bolted kind of thing. Here we go, that's the one. So one thing you can do when it loads with SkyVector, you can export it as a FPL, so download that as an FPL file, and then if you open a little nav map, you can drag that FPL file straight onto little nav map, and you can see exactly how far off course we are, which is quite a way as it happens. Jump back over here. What I might do is just move that stream deck down there. Don't really know the best place for that.
Right, now fly heading 169 degrees for 3 minutes.
So 169 degrees, and we'll just. I'm quite looking forward. Well, I don't know if helicopters have VNAV or not, but it'll be. If they do, it'll be quite nice when it comes, because this does tend to plummet somewhat. So we're just going to bank off to the right.
169 degrees for 2 minutes.
Oop. That was definitely a vortex moment, and we didn't crash this time. Hey! Quite pleased with that. Always a fan of not crashing. What we can't see, if I just bring up a little nav map on
Right, now fly heading
there.
163 degrees
we'll carry on trying to reduce the altitude here. Still quite high up. I think we're on live weather at the moment. I'm not 100% sure.
Right, now fly heading 151 degrees for 3 minutes.
Let's have a little fly around. Because what you can do is open up the D map and it will tell you exactly what heading you're going. Can't even VMS up as well though. I think I know what we've opened up the old flight plan.
Flight heading 142 degrees for 3 minutes.
So we're just going to have to pick some speed back up again. Get some forward momentum going. Let's go into the trim menu. It's very important not to crash into the top of a hill, because we are going to come over this quite low. Apparently that was really low. That was 100 feet up. Must hit a big rock that was just in my way. I think it's not been a good morning for flying, has it? So I think we'll call it a day there. And hopefully you'll be back on tomorrow morning with a slightly more competent flying display. We might actually try and do something very controversial and land on the scene and actually run through the whole mission. But yeah, we'll call that a day for now. So thanks for joining, and we'll catch up with you all a little bit later on.